We're now at the halfway point in the season, and it looks like things are starting to shape up very nicely. Potentially a climax at the season finale for the title. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fraser McKenzie here, and welcome to the start of tonight's Extreme Racing League coverage. And oh boy, we're in for a field day here tonight, here at Germany. And I've just been informed it is going to be a wet qualifying session. Big thanks to Michael Booker for providing me with the weather forecast. So this is definitely going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We've got a full grid tonight. And my co-commentator Matt Anderson filling in as a reserve for Racing Point, and he is actually out on track. Looks like everyone's getting out on track now. They know it's raining. They know it's going to be raining. They want to get a fast lap in ASAP. So, anyway, let's go into the standings. And no sign of Philip Nilsson tonight. So this is the third race out of 4. 3 times out of the last 4 races that Philip Nilsson is not here for the race, which is just giving Red Bull and Anthony Warrington especially just all the more momentum in regards to defending his championship title. So we've got Matt Anderson out on track, first man out onto the track. Ken Helbstad and Matt Piccolo yet to come out onto the track. They're going to need to, because we don't know when this rain is going to fall. But anyway, championship standings. Philip Nilsson, 117 points. Anthony Warrington, 111. Anthony Bauer, 105. So a good result for both Red Bull drivers. Could potentially see them push Philip Nilsson from first all the way down to third. Very short lap around the final corner. 112.7, great lap from him. Chris Harley coming around the final corner now, across the line. What's he going to set? 112.3. Ivan 13.1 with the Ferraris. Dean Barry 12.0. He won last time out at Silverstone for not just his first win in X1, but also Ferrari's first win in X1. JBL 112.3. Where did he pull that from? Everyone is more or less out on track. Ken Helbstad is on an out lap as well now. Cal MacArthur coming around the final corner now. DRS open and across the line. 112.9 puts him 10th. Slowest 5 cars get eliminated from this first part of qualifying. Matt Piccolo, interestingly, not out on track. Now, whether that is... whether that's for a qualifying ban or not. Actually, no qualifying ban. He's just electing not to go out on track at the moment. Wait a minute, did I just see a couple of spots of rain? No, I didn't. I was seeing things. And Hanil Patel, he's invalidated the lap. And he goes wide, stadium section. Back to the standings. and he lost his front wing. That's why he's... And push cars in the pits as well. It's Dean Barry, Anthony Bauer, Arthur Bowler, Jorge Simone, Irving Diaz, Chris Allen, Owen Lewis, Chris Harley, JBL, Pete Polini, Anthony Waddington, Matt Anderson, Callum MacArthur, Ivan, Michael Booker, Jack Smith, they've all set a lap time. Matt Piccolo coming out onto the track now. And everyone, oh, wait a minute. There's the rain. There's the rain. If you want to get a lap in, you're going to need to do it now. Hanil, Pushkar and Ken, they haven't set a lap time yet, but they're going to need to set one soon. Otherwise, it's going to be too wet for them to improve. Otherwise, it's going to be too wet for them to do a lap. And they'll be out of qualifying before they've even set a lap time. Talk about a game changer. And there they go. Ken's out. Ivan's out. Pushkar's out. Where's Hanil? Is Hanil coming out? Is Hanil going to come out onto the track? Because he hasn't set a lap time yet. He lost his front wing. Here we go. Hanil Patel is coming out onto the track now. A lot of the drivers that are in danger of being eliminated, they're coming out on track as well. It is absolute chaos. We've got Brendan Zarglis watching on the stream right now. Brendan, welcome along this evening. Purple Sector 1 for Matt Piccolo. Where did he pull that from? Anyway, Constructors' Championship, you've got Red Bull 216, Racing Point 179, Ferrari 109, Mercedes 103, Renault 97, Alfa Romeo 92, Williams 68, Haas 66, McLaren 61, and Toro Rosso 49 points. And another purple sector for Piccolo. Another purple sector for Matt Piccolo. Is he going to get a purple lap? Is he going to go fast? Oh, he almost loses the back end. Somehow keeps in control across the line. And only a 14.8. I think it is too wet to be on dry tyres at this point. Waddington's retired. A lot of drivers are going to be deciding to retire from the session because they know it is too wet to go out on track again. Arthur Bowler retires. He's happy with his time. Pushkar across the line, 14.1. Pete Polini retires. Kane gets a 14.2. Hanil Patel. Looks like everyone's going to be retiring. Let's see, is the DRS disabled through the chicane? Final corner, no, DRS still enabled. And across the line, 14.2. Michael Booker retires. Chris Harley retires. Everyone's retiring. Everyone's retiring. They know it is too wet. Far too wet to be out on dry tyres now. Nobody can do anything anymore. Jack Smith, Pushkar Nagam, Hanil Patel, Ken Helberstad, and Matt Piccolo are more or less out of qualifying. You can see Hanil Patel, he is struggling to keep control of the car. Dean Barry retires. Bauer retires. Looks like everyone else will follow suit soon. And into the pits. No action out on track right now. Everyone's either in the pits or retired from the session. Hanil, the first from the drop zone to be eliminated. Neil Patel. I mean, how's about that? We've got a full qualifying forecast from Michael Booker. Wet qualifying for the entirety of qualifying. You've got light rain for Q2 and full wet for Q3, which means everyone's going to have free choice of tyre for the race. And interestingly, hang on, Pushkar and Nagam out on track? Why? It's too wet to be improving on your lap time. Looks like, and there we go. Anthony Bauer, one of the boss, one of the admins, as well, the chief operating officer of the X1 division, says just retire. There's no point. And yet Pushkar clearly ignoring that instruction. And there we go. He does retire, but he retired on track. Now, in these circumstances, is that sort of thing allowed? Retiring on track when it's too wet to continue. If you're going to retire, retire in the pits. And why do we have another car firing up? Yep. Yeah, I've just been informed that is a qualifying ban for Pushkar for retiring on track. And Jack Smith on intermediates? There's no way you could be able to set a faster time on intermediates. If anything, you're going to set a slower lap time. And Ivan coming out as well. Doesn't make any sense to go out. Doesn't make any sense to stay out on track, but yet they're still going for it anyway. You're Guys, swallow your pride. You're not going to get a faster lap time. Please. You're not going to get a faster lap time on intermediates. If anything, you're going to get a slower lap time. It's not worth it. Mind you, Waddington's saying in the chat, I think they're out there getting a feel for the track in these conditions. Not a bad choice considering circumstances. Now, I understand what he's saying, but even at that, still, it is going to be a dry race, so that's just a set of intermediates wasted. I mean, like I said, what, 112, 113, 114, see, yeah, it's a set of intermediate tyres wasted. Like I said, swallow your pride. That's a set of intermediates wasted. And Ivan will no doubt follow suit shortly. I mean, look at that, nearly 7 seconds slower. So that's 2 sets of intermediates wasted. But Ivan continuing to complete the lap anyway. At 124, he's over 10 seconds slower. Jack Smith with tyres. So there we go. Jack Smith, Pushkar Nagam, Anil Patel, Ken Helberstad and Matt Piccolo all out of this first part of qualifying. Actually, what I'm going to do while we're waiting for Q2 to get underway tomorrow night, it is a big event, probably one of the biggest events we've done in history of not just TOTD but XRL as well. both TOTD and XRL are joining forces to make the Extreme Torque racers going face to face against Team Impact, the Total Impact Racing League, tomorrow night. And I said in the TOTD show it would be on as well as the F2 race, F2 event tomorrow night. The F2 event is actually not going ahead this week. It will just be Team Impact versus Team XTR going face to face round Silverstone. I'm going to be on commentary with Beer from Beer.tv. What a commentary lineup. And look at that, 1,000th between Dean and Bauer. And let's just recap the 5 that have been eliminated. Jack Smith, Pushkar Nagam, Neil Patel, Ken Helberstad, and Matt Piccolo. They have all been eliminated. And a birthday shout out to our defending champion, Mr. Anthony Waddington. Happy birthday, Ant, from all of us here at not just TOTD, but of course XRL as well. Hope you're having a fantastic day. What a birthday present if he would not only win, but potentially take the lead in the championship at the same time. But anyway, no need to worry about strategy here because it's a wet qualifying for the remainder of the session. We will still be losing the slowest 5 cars here, which will be interesting to see who manages the best in these wet weather conditions. We've got there, and the viewers that we've got right now, we've got Bauer Power, that'll be Anthony Bauer, Craved 101, Enough Classic, Islo, that'll be Brendan Zarglis, Joe Pell, I've seen that name before, anyway, Lur XX, Oliver Sonnen, Waddington, and of course Michael Booker. All 15 cars out on track. Oh, it's Malbert Rogers. So, yeah. Oh, and Jack Smith. Can't forget about him. So, yeah. So, yeah, welcome along to those that are watching right now. Pippolini, the only driver yet to cross the line to start his flying lap. We've got Arthur Bowler. First guy out on track, first guy to set a lap time in this second part of qualifying. $122.1 for Bowler, 23.5 for Irving, Chris Harley 22.6, Booker 24.5, Jorge 23.2, 23.7 for Matt Anderson. We have Cal MacArthur and Bauer, Dean. We've got Owen Lewis and Pete Pellini to come through now. Cal MacArthur. Oh no, that was JBL. Was it? Oh no, that was Owen Lewis. I'm getting my drivers mixed up. Pete Pellini across the line. 23.1. So as it stands, it's Ivan, JBL, Owen Lewis, Michael Booker, and Cal MacArthur who are at the moment in the drop zone. And Arthur Bowler and Chris Harley already electing to retire from this qualifying session. Bauer improves 22-2. Matt Anderson and Michael Booker have retired from the session, so they're out. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to improve on their lap time. Only going to get wetter from here. Lewis in danger of being eliminated as well. It's not the first time he's not made it through. It's not the first time he's failed to make it through to top 10 shootout. He's hoping it's the last time this season, because his challenge for the title has all but gone at this point. Mathematically, he could still be in with it, but realistically, it does not look likely he's going to be able to mount the challenge he did at the, in the first season. It looks like Ivan and MacArthur, they are out on track, trying to improve on their lap times. Doesn't look like that's going to be happening. Scott, just make sure your audio's included. Good to know. Yeah. Okay. There
we go.
So yeah, shortly, folks, I'm going to be joined by Scott Larvin on commentary for the remainder of this session. Because Matt Anderson, like I said earlier, Matt Anderson's actually racing, not just here in X1, but he'll be racing later in X2 as well. And couldn't.
Can you send me an invite, please, Kenzie?
I think. I couldn't get Matt Dixon on board, but not much I can do about that. Okay, for some reason it doesn't look like it's letting me invite.
No, I just went onto your name. It was lit a minute ago, but it's not now.
That's annoying.
Is the lobby full?
Shouldn't be. It's got all the. We have 20 drivers, but there's only one spectator, as far as I know. But anyway, Owen Lewis, Matt Anderson, Ivan, Callum MacArthur, and Michael Booker, they are all out. Scott, I think if you try and join through Mechanical Sack, you might be able to get in that way.
Let me have a look.
Here we go, top 10 shootout time.
No, I can't join through on either.
Try Michael Booker.
Nope. Right, before I joined the party it was available, so I'm gonna back out a second and I'll join you again in a minute.
Okay. Yeah. So we've just found the issue, folks, as far as not being able to get Scott into the lobby. Oh well, look who's decided to join us. There we go. Michael says it's sorted now.
Go.
So there we go. Yeah.
Go,
so yep, and we are good to go. I say you've got your audio included, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, there we go, folks. I'm joined right now by my co-commentator for the remainder of this session, Mr. Scott Larvin. Scott, welcome along this evening.
Yes, mate. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's always good to have someone else in the commentary box as well. Can't wait to see how this is gonna play out. I mean, we just saw at the tail end of the second part of qualifying that Owen Lewis, runner-up in last season's championship, failing to make it through to Q3 once again. Not the first time it's happened, and I was saying earlier, hopefully it's the last time it happens.
Yeah, I caught that just before I joined you. Guess weather today is going to play a big part. Maybe he'd have qualified a bit higher.
Yeah, and the way to look at it, so Michael Booker keeping us up to date with the weather forecast, saying that the qualifying is going to be wet, but it will be a dry race.
So I wonder if the guys have had a little gamble with the setups. qualifying, or just gone for a full-out dry setup, knowing that that's what they're going to need in the race.
Well, it will be interesting to see who made the gamble on the setups. But anyway, the top 10 as it stands at the moment, it is Chris Allen on pole, Anthony Bauer second, Anthony Waddington third, Arthur Bowler fourth, Chris Harley fifth, Jorge sixth, Pete Polini seventh, Dean Barry, winner last time out in Silverstone, in 8th, JBL 9th. This will be one of his best qualifying performances of the season. And Irving Diaz rounding up the top 10.
Looking from 1st to 5th, even though it is wet, there's just over, I think, 0.3 of a second separating the top
just
5.
Less, yeah, just under 3/10 separating the top 5 at the moment. It's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. And if things stay as they are, it will be Chris Allen's first pole position in X1.
Wow. Must be quite nervous at the moment. Last 5 minutes, sat in his pit sweating.
Yeah, definitely don't blame him.
No, he's definitely going to feel the pressure if the boys come back out for
5 minutes to go.
another lap.
Bowler's out for another lap. Jorge's just started his flying lap. Dean Barry coming around the final sequence of corners now to finish his flying lap, and he's up by about half a tenth. And a pole for Chris Allen today. And Dean does improve. 22.600, stays 8th at the moment. Chris Allen gets pole here. It will be Racing Point's first pole since Canada about a month ago.
Following Jorge on a flyer. He was up on his time in the first sector, back in the second.
We'll see what his sector time is. Yeah, it's purple.
3 temps up.
Purple sector 2.
There's a good 3rd sector here. If he can nail this, he's going to be a shot at the top 3, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. As we managed to catch a shot there of seeing his left front brakes glowing almost white hot. But nevertheless, across the line, what's his time going to be? 22.2.
22.
Must have lost a bit of time somewhere. Anthony Bauer coming out onto the track now. And a lot of drivers out on track now. JBL's on an out lap. Bowler's still on his out lap. Bauer's on an out lap as well.
Burdick is on a fast lap at the moment.
Dean Barry starting a flying lap. He's got a nice clear track ahead of him. Less than 3 minutes to go. Don't think Chris Allen will be taking any chances.
Anybody will take it from CJ Allen? Give me a tip, Kenzie. Give me a tip. Who do you think will take it?
I think it might be either Bauer or Bowler that'll take it. But if I had to choose one, probably Bowler, because his pace feels more consistent over a race distance, I would think.
Oh, let's wait and see. Both on laps.
Yeah, so I'm just with Dean
Their
Barry
last
right now,
shot.
and he was a couple of tenths down, and he's made up 3. He's made up 3, nearly 4 tenths right out the gate.
with mechanical sack, and he is 1.5 temps up in the first sector at the moment.
Well, that's going to make things interesting. But nevertheless, Dean Barry.
It at the hairpin.
Dean Barry, winner last time out in Silverstone. What's his time going to be? The exact same time as Pete Polini. But Pete stays ahead because Pete set the time first. How often do you see that?
Here we go.
Drivers
Mechanical
setting the exact
sack
same
is
time?
3 temps up at sector 2, Kenzie.
Oh, here we go. Minute 20 to go.
A good final sector here for mechanical sack, because going to see him take pole.
He's only a 10th down. He can afford to lose a 10th here, but he's not the sort of person that makes mistakes that easily. Anthony Bauer across the line.
Here we go.
What's he going to do? 21.509.
7 temps quicker than his last time.
Where in the world did he pull that from? But here's his teammate. Chris Allen's out on track now. This is going to be interesting. Chris Allen's out on track. Jorge electing to stay in the pits. Waddington's got 6 tenths to make up on his teammate. Chris only has 3 tenths. And Waddington's up by 1.5 tenths.
I've just jumped onto Chris Harley at the moment. He's coming through sector 2.
Jorge's just retired from the session. And Irving. Not on track. He's
Here we go. See if Chris is up in his second sector time. And he is 2 temps up at the moment, Beer Boots. 2 temps up.
Here we go.
Coming into the final sector.
Interesting. Waddington's lost a little bit of time.
Whoa, I've just lost connection.
Bauer's retired from the session. He's happy with what he's done. Waddington lost about 1/10. Can he make it up in this final corner? Turns it up to the max and across the line. 21.9. Here comes Chris Allen, but he aborts the lap. Chris Harley got a 21.7, but it's Anthony Bauer's pole position.
Oh, that was a very good lap from him.
Can you believe it? Anthony Bauer
Back in, I think.
raining on Chris Allen's parade. And Chris Harley, front row start. This is going to be a barnstormer of a race between these two. And with Philip Nilsson not taking part.
Yeah, I don't know why it kicked me out.
Philip Nilsson, third time in 4 races that he's not taking part. This could be a huge hammer blow for his championship chances. But nevertheless, Anthony Bauer on pole position, Chris Harley second, Chris Allen third, Waddington fourth, Bowler fifth, Polini sixth, Simone seventh, Barry eighth, JBL ninth, and Diaz rounding up the top 10. And that Bauer in his home race, given the fact he's bearing the German flag. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the halfway point of the X1RL Championship. We are at the Hockenheim Ring here in Germany. Germany shares a border with 9 different countries. And you've also got 1/3 of Germany still covered in forests and woodlands as well. And it's a great circuit here. It's been changed. It changed in about 2001, 2002. And is now 2.84 miles long. There's 3 DRS zones. The main straight past turn 1 and the long straight heading up to turn 6. 17 corners to negotiate around this circuit. And some of the action zones to look out for. Turn 1 has had its fair share of incidents over the years, including Fisichella and Schumacher back in the millennium. And I mentioned turn 6, 3 abreast, Raikkonen, Hamilton, Ricciardo, way back in 2014. And then turn 13, you've got Vettel crashing out of his home race. What a game changer that was for the championship. The 3 tyre compounds we have with us are the middle 3 of the Pirelli range. C4 for the soft, C3 for the medium, and C2 for the hard. You're looking at about 19 seconds to make a pit stop round here and maintain position on track. So here's the starting grid then. It is Chris Harley. Chris Harley just missing out on pole position from Anthony Bauer. Bauer on pole position for the second time this season. First pole since France. And then you've got Chris Allen right behind them. His chance at pole ruined by Bauer and Harley. And then you've got Waddington alongside Allen in 4th. Arthur Bowler in 5th. And you've got Pete Polini alongside him in 6th. Jorge Simon in 7th. Dean Barry, winner last time out in Silverstone, in 8th. His teammate JBL right behind him. And you've got Irving Diaz rounding up the top 10. Owen Lewis once again failing to make Q3. But you'll be hoping to get some points here to battle in the midfield for the best of the rest in the championship. Then you've got my co-commentator Matt Anderson filling in for Philip Nilsson this evening in 12th. Ivan, more or less status quo for him. He's 13th. Cal MacArthur, you'll be very happy with that performance in 14th. Michael Booker, another Q2 appearance from him. Massive props to him in 15th. Jack Smith in 16th. Pushkar Nagam, he will be serving a qualifying ban in Hungary next week. Anil Patel, 18th. And rounding up the grid, you've got Ken Helberstad and Matt Piclou. So the bottom 4 there, Pushkar, Anil, Ken and Piclou, all left it far too late in the first part of qualifying, because about 5 minutes into the first part of qualifying, that's when the rain started to fall. And that was basically curtains for them. Just waiting for lights out. Yeah, Jack Smith saying it should be a good one. And he's not wrong.
Yeah, it's going to make it a little more exciting with it being dry for the whole race as well.
Absolutely. It's almost lights out.
I wonder how many are going to start on mediums and who starts on softs.
Well, interestingly, none of them starting on mediums. Only about a handful of them starting on the hard tyres, interestingly, in the hopes of getting to the softs at the end of the race. But nevertheless, here come the lights, and when they go out, it will be race time in Germany. Great start there from the front row. The Williams had a great start. Anil Patel had an awful start. Chris Harley ends up cutting the first corner already, and it looks like there's a little bit of carnage at the first corner already.
Racing Point had to go wide to stay on track.
But everyone's staying put for now. Matt Anderson's had a poor start.
Oh, we have
Jorge Simon, where did he pull that from? And Dean Barry Race winner last time out.
Dean's dropped
And
well
JBL's
back.
oh
the
my
Haas
word!
ran round, the Haas is round.
Both Haas drivers. Jack Smith.
Wow.
My goodness me. And you got Anthony Bauer and Chris Harley still side by side, battling for the lead. Chris Harley going to have the inside line heading into the stadium section. Is he going to take the lead? Still side by side. What do you have to do to separate these two? Chris Harley takes the lead. Chris Allen wants a piece of the action.
What a dive by Allen.
First to third, just like that. First to fourth even. Waiting gets past as well. First to fourth,
wow.
Just like that!
Mechanical Sacks had a nightmare first lap. And
it's
continuing,
all
he's dropped to
He's
6th.
down to 6th now!
Oh, the Ferrari's gone wide, JBL.
It has all fallen apart so quickly! And you got to think, does he have front wing damage? It doesn't look like he does.
No, he doesn't. No, he looks good.
He's just plummeting down the order. He's down to 9th now. What on earth has happened there? My goodness me.
Unbelievable, but there's a battle on for first. Allen pushing Chris.
Oh, the battle of the Chris's. Chris Harley, Chris Allen. Side by side round the hairpin. I'm amazed nobody's actually come in for front wing changes. You got Pete Polini, Ivan, Ken Helberstad, and Jack Smith. They all started on hard tyres. Everyone else on mediums. It all went so wrong, so quickly for Anthony Bauer. He was leading and he's now down to 10th.
Oh, wow.
So here's the order at the end of lap 2. As Chris Allen gets a time penalty. Chris Harley leads. Chris Allen second. Waddington third. Bowler fourth. JBL into 5th. Holgate down to 6th. Lewis 7th. Irving 8th. Polini 9th. And Bauer rounding up the top 10. Michael Booker up into 11th already. DRS for Chris Allen heading down to turn 6.
Give it on the outside.
Waddington trying to defend from Arthur Bowler. Managing to defend very well.
From Chris Harley.
And Owen Lewis just gained a couple of places. And Bowler winning him. What on earth? Time penalty there. Goodness me, that was ambitious.
I just seen it in the background following the two Chris's. It looked like he pulled it off, to be fair.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it, but it wasn't enough. Chris Harley keeps the lead. Pushkar Nagam losing a couple of places. Chris Harley fastest lap, 16.1 already.
Some big position changes for people.
And Owen Lewis is out! Owen Lewis is out of the race! He lost it! There he is! On the exit of turn 1, virtual safety car is out!
Oof.
Owen Lewis lost it on the exit of turn 1! Massive hammer blow to last year's championship runner-up.
Looking at that, there's some big winners and losers after them first few laps. Meet Dean's dropped 6 places.
Yeah,
Mechanical Sacks dropped 8 places. Wow.
He was down to 10th at one point, but look at this. JBL up 4 places. Michael Booker up 5. Ken Helberstad up 7 places.
7, yeah. Well done. He must be buzzing with himself. First few laps, he's just got to get settled now and try and gain a few more.
Keep himself calm and focused. And Chris Harley almost 2 seconds ahead of Chris Allen already.
Really stretching that gap now.
And
as the cars start to open up.
Waddington within DRS range of Chris Allen. The bowler right behind him as well. No DRS for Waddington, which leaves him very vulnerable to Arthur Bowler. Bowler's going to have a lunge, and oh, good! Great defensive work there from Waddington. Great defensive work there from Waddington. Bauer, meanwhile...
So Mechanical Sack's gained another place. He's back up to 8th.
Bauer...
Overtook Maverick.
Bauer definitely making up the places already. He's got Erwin Diaz, goes round the outside. Still side by side, shuts the door, and into 7th just like that.
Great move.
Very well played there. Very, very well played there. And Bauer, as we say that, has just set the fastest lap of the race. Waddington trying to do everything in his power to keep Bowler behind him. His DRS, Bowler's a lot closer. He's got so much more speed. He's going to get past, surely. Indeed, he does. Nothing Waddington can do about that. Can he get him on the switchback?
Oh.
Not quite on this occasion. He's lucky to have avoided damage. Ken up into 11th now, battling with Anderson. And Waddington gets past Bowler.
There's a good little battle just behind them too with JBL and Orge. JBL's just started to pull half a second out now, but up the straight they were having a good battle through the hairpin.
Yeah, that's the battle for 5th place at the moment.
And we've got Mechanical Sack catching both of them at the moment from 7th. He's going to be on their tail.
He gets a time penalty.
Oh,
and Bowler, just like that,
really
gets through with ease. Gets through with ease on Waddington. And oh, hang on, did I just see a spot rain there? No, I'm seeing things.
We're hoping, wishful thinking.
And Waddington gets back past Bowler, but Bowler going to try and get him on the switchback. Thinks better of it. Look at that, Chris Allen already closed up on Chris Harley within DRS range.
Yeah, he was well out of DRS range at one point.
Waddington still trying to keep Bowler behind him. Bowler going to have another lunge heading into turn 2.
Set to 1, that is...
Oh, it's Ivan. It's Ivan in the McLaren.
McLaren. Ulf and CJ has done Chris. Beer boost. Beer boost drops to 2nd. He's hot on the tail of CJ.
But Chris Harley going to have a lunge to get back into the lead. Not quite. Very well played there from Chris Allen. 2 fantastic battles. Made that 3.
Oh, Mechanical
Sack is now back up into 5th.
Passed them both on that lap. He's really got the hammer down. Can he now catch his teammate who's just 2 seconds up the road from him?
That is going to be interesting to see if that does happen.
So Kenzie, when we're looking at pit stops here, obviously we've got hards and medium tyres on the track at the moment.
And
how long are these mediums going to go?
Oh, the ball has spun it! And he's got a lot of front weight damage.
Oof. Drops down to 16th. Oh, he'll be disappointed with himself.
So quickly. Chris Allen and Chris Harley still battling for the lead as Ivan comes in. I would say as far as pit stops are concerned, you're looking at probably as early as lap 13, maybe as late as lap 16 for those on the mediums. Probably looking at somewhere in probably low 20s as far as lap counts, probably at least lap 24. Those that are on the hard tyres.
So hopefully we should get some good shuffling around the pits and hopefully bring some more close racing.
It will be either mediums to hards or hards to mediums.
That's it, yeah. Softs aren't going to be used.
I highly doubt you'll be able to get onto the softs from the hards unless you're very good with your tyre management. We'll wait and see what happens. Chris Harley, DRS on Chris Allen.
Looks up his inside.
He goes for it. Oh, they almost touch.
Oh, they have. Oh, that's pushed off.
Oh, my God. Oh, goodness me.
That was close.
And Waddington has closed up just like that. Waddington now within DRS range
the
of
racing
this
point
battle.
have any damage?
Both Chris's somehow no damage, but Waddington, like I said, Waddington right on the back of this battle. And all it's going to take is one mistake from either of these drivers to change the race completely. And we're almost a third of the way through already.
Mechanical Sack slowly creeping in. He's 1.5 seconds.
A four-way battle for the lead. Yes, please.
To lap 11 now, and just less than a second between Chris Harley and Chris Allen.
Piccolo with the time penalty.
Chris Allen closing with the DRS. He just didn't have enough to either go in at the end of the straight into the hairpin.
He wasn't close enough on this occasion. Jack Smith, 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Waddington almost half a second. He's within half a second of this battle. I think we could be on course for a repeat of Silverstone, just action-packed all the way.
It's what you want, start to finish.
And I was saying to some of the guys on the Discord server that I might need to get to work on putting together these highlight reels. But if we're having races like this, how do you get a highlight reel put together for just the one race?
That Maverick in 6th place and the McLaren's half a second behind JBL, both on different tyre compounds. Maverick on the hards.
Waddington within DRS range of Chris Allen. Not going to be close enough to make anything stick on this occasion. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Look how close he is now. Perhaps I spoke just a little bit too soon.
Maverick made move on JBL, but JBL gets him on the cutback.
Very well played there from JBL.
Oh, Maverick's down his inside though. Oh, JBL keeps it. Great driving.
But I mean, look at this. JBL, Polini, Horgate, Irving, Anderson, a five-car train battling for 5th place.
Trying to flip between first, second, third and fourth, and then fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth and ninth. This is what you wanted, Kenzie.
Absolutely. This is why we are Formula One fans. For moments like this. And Polini went for JBL heading into turn one. Thinks better of it. Irving gets past his teammate.
Oh.
No, Jorge gets past his teammate. My mistake. Waddington once
Drops him
again
into the
within
clutches of
DRS
Anderson
range.
as well.
Oh, he's going for it! Waddington's going for it! They touch! But can Waddington keep second place?
I think he has. Oh, he's
Alan going
positioned
to try
his
around the
car over there.
outside! Not quite on this occasion. But I think this is the point where you have to start thinking, yeah, it's going to be time to start thinking
That's the
about...
Mercedes again. Sorry, the McLaren.
Ivan's gone again. See what happened. Oh, more front wing damage for Ivan. Chris within DRS range of Waddington.
Up the inside. Can he keep it?
Oh, he gets through with ease. But don't discount Waddington just yet. Still side by side.
Straight back at him.
Still side by
Nothing
side.
between them.
What do you have to do to separate these drivers at moments like this? But
Here we go on the cutback for Chris. Oh, he's not quite got it.
I think Bauer might need to play the wingman to Waddington.
This is some good racing. Lads are being very fair, very clean, some great overtakes.
As I like to say, how do you get highlight reels put together for these sort of races? And Ivan comes into the pits again. The gap between Chris Harley and this battle for second place is now 2.4 seconds. And now Bauer's within DRS range of Chris Allen. Push car in, JBL in, 13 laps. I was just saying, as early as lap 13 for the...
Oh, it's a great move by Chris Allen.
14 laps. 14 laps on the mediums. That was roundabout.
JBL's in. Yeah.
That was round about the
the
window I was
takes it back.
looking at.
Chris Allen take it.
Chris on the switchback. How's about that?
Brilliant.
Absolute masterstroke from Chris Allen. Waddington getting past, but Chris Allen gets him on the switchback. They make contact. Somehow, still no damage. They are still going toe to toe. And now Bauer's in on the fray as well. Will there be a gentleman's agreement between Waddington and Bauer, or are they just going to race and run the risk of potentially taking each other out?
Tight call, tight. I think so early on in the race, they both seem to be on the same strategy. One of them's going to get to pit early, so...
Especially
for me, I'd hold it. I'd just battle.
Especially with both of them being in the running for, especially with both of them being in the running for the championship.
Then that makes it even more so that they have to battle.
Because whatever happens here, if things stay as they are, Waddington will take the lead in the championship and Bauer will go into second place as Dean Barry gets the new fastest lap of the race with a 1:15.190. Jorge with another time penalty. Matt Anderson gets into third. This battle for second place. Waddington has a go and they make contact again and Waddington gets past.
It's another great move.
Still no separating the two.
These boys have swapped places just 4 or 5 times in the past 4 laps. If not more. It's good. Not only that, there's battles going on behind them. This is great.
And Chris Harley's in the pits, the race leader's in the pits. Chris Allen's in, and Anthony Bauer's in, which means Waddington is in the lead of the race.
So 3 of the top 4 are in. There's a chance really for Waddington to get a good lap in and maybe catch Chris.
Waddington is going to need an absolute flyer of an in-lap to be able to get ahead of this battle.
And the same as there's Chris Harley, he's got to have a great outlap now to keep that first place. No mistakes, a nice clean outlap, should see him back in first really.
Absolutely, because like I said at the top of the race, you're looking at about 19 seconds to make a pit stop and maintain position on track. As it stands, Waddington will end up being. Just look at the times. As it stands, Waddington will be behind his teammate. As it stands.
Yeah, Mechanical Sack's got a good slipstream off CJ Allen.
There he is.
So
Waddington in the pits. Waddington in the pits. He's going to need a very quick stop here.
Let's have a look.
And he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh no. As Chris comes through the final corner. And
how crucial is that going to be for the race results? Matt Pellini goes past. Helberstad goes past. Harley goes past. And Waddington gets ahead! Waddington gets ahead of the battle.
He's out.
Chris Harley still net lead. And he's closing in on Pellini and Helberstad very quickly.
This has a good 5-second gap over Waddo, plus the 5-second penalty. Waddo's that's really going to hurt him, unless he can keep the gap he has over CJ Allen, which is currently. I'm on leader actually, interval. I was on leader there.
So Pellini's in the pits, Helberstad's in the pits. And oh, hang on, heads up. Bauer right on the back of Allen. Let's have a quick look through the penalties. Because we know Waddington's got a 5-second penalty. Chris Allen's only got a 3-second penalty. And Bauer's got a 3-second penalty as well.
And Chris Allen's gone into second. He's just overtook Waddo.
But Waddington on the switch back!
Can they touch?
Somehow
Allen
still no damage. Waddington almost on the grass.
And Mechanical Sack gets past as well.
And Owen! Chris Allen spins!
Oh, he's
Chris Allen spin it!
Oh, how much is that going to hurt?
That is the sore mistake Chris Allen really could have done without!
Dropped down to 5th. Not only that, he's got Maverick behind him now that's got a fresh set of mediums on.
And the mediums were about
Will he come under pressure even more?
The mediums are about half a second a lap quicker around this track as well. So that's not going to help Allen either. It all looks like a little bit. And there we go. Some team orders coming into
Sack
play
into second.
Looks like Waddington just let him through. Waddington just let him through.
Yeah, he's really, with that penalty, Mechanical Sack's the only one. If he has no penalties himself.
No, Bauer really does have a 3-second penalty.
Oof,
Bauer has a 3-second penalty.
If Chris knows that and he's got a little bit of time behind him as well, they've got a 5-second gap at the moment, so Chris can really afford to take it easy a little bit, knowing he's got that buffer.
Absolutely.
Meet Dean, 3-second time penalty. Not good for him, especially when he's back up into 10th, although his hards are 13 laps old. Everyone around him on much fresher tyres, but he's doing well. Still got a chance of claiming a few more places.
And Chris Allen actually has Chris Harley actually has 2 penalties. So as it stands,
no, that changes everything.
He could potentially get knocked down off the top step of the podium if the Red Bulls can catch them.
So, what's he on? 6-second penalty?
6 seconds. 6 seconds worth of penalties for Chris Harley. Bauer's only got 3 seconds. Waddington's got 5. Chris Allen's only got 3.
So the boys still have a chance. They just need to get in front.
Polini gets past Irving.
And Meet Dean and Jorge are having a good battle.
Battle for the last points paying positions.
It looks like Dean's just took it up into 9th.
And Dean still has the fastest lap of the race so far, 15.1. Fastest lap outside the top 10 is a 15.6 from Arthur Bowler. Yellow flags in sector 3. And that's Hamil Patel.
Oh, he's dropping down. So CJ Allen's really dropping off the pace. He's nearly 10 seconds behind the Red Bulls now. That spin didn't help him, dropped him back, but he doesn't seem to be gaining any time.
Waddington gets back ahead of Bauer. Be careful not to have a repeat of what happened with Allen. And oh! Waddington's in the wall! Waddington put it into the wall!
He's got wing damage.
A lot of wing damage.
Right side of his right side wing damage. Oh, he's missing quite a bit.
He's going to need to come in. But he elects to stay out.
Oh. With 11, 12 laps to go.
Now how crucial is that going to be? Because you've got a lot of traffic coming behind him. Chris Allen, Pete Polini, and Matt Anderson! Matt Anderson's out of the race!
Oh, wow.
Another victim of turn 1!
CJ Allen, 5-second
penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And Bauer with another 3-second penalty.
Ooh.
The penalties are racking up for the front runners. The penalties are racking up for the front runners.
I think you better get your pen and paper out, start doing your maths, Kenzie.
Oh, this is gonna be chaos.
Well, oh, flag set to 2 and 3. I think it's cleared though.
And Chris Allen gets past.
We're racing again.
Chris Allen gets past Waddington. Waddington has to come in. But he might as well go for a set of soft tyres to go for the fastest lap. Indeed, he does come in.
Yeah, he's going to drop way back though.
But he'll have the advantage of being on potentially soft tyres.
Yeah, definitely. Soft tyres will get him to the end on this. Light fuel. Oh, he's gone for mediums.
Oh, he's serving his penalty.
And he's serving his 5-second penalty.
So he doesn't have to worry about the penalty. He's on to a set of mediums.
New wing as well. Oh, it's really cost him. But that's it.
50.
Fresh car. No penalties.
Down to 15.
I don't think he has any other penalties, does he?
No, that's it.
All the way down to 15th.
Actually, I'll double check. Bear with me. No, just that 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which he has served.
Then I'm
now,
just looking at the intervals of the gaps, and I reckon he's about 20 seconds off the points.
Round about that sort of time frame. It'll be very interesting to see if he can somehow catch up with the front runners now that he has no penalties to worry about.
No, but we've got a couple of battles here for 5th and 6th. XLR, is it Erdica?
Yeah, Irving and Ken Helberstad, round turn 1. Ken with a 3-second penalty. A lot of penalties racking up here.
Just looking at Ultimate back up into 11th after his misfortune. 15 laps on these hard tyres. 9 laps to go.
Might be a tall order because Waddington needs at least 7th place to overtake Philip Nilsson in the championship.
And that's going to be well, never say never, as we've seen the accidents that happen, but it's a very, very tall order for him. And
Jack Smith coming into the pits.
Pushcart goes up to 8th. Oh, back down to 9th. Fiorgi's done him again. Ultimate is up to 10th. Just overtook Penquo.
Yeah, Matt Piclo. Yeah. And Waddington, the gap is closing fast on those that are ahead of him. I mean,
fresh set of mediums and light fuel, and he can really put the hammer down. He's got a very clean track in front of him.
And oh, that's
until he catches them.
Ivan again.
Facing backwards.
More front wing damage for him.
Chris seems to be having just a bit of a stroll out in front now at the moment.
Absolutely. The way things stand at the moment, it will be Anthony Bauer in the lead of the championship, and Waddington will go down to 3rd. I'll say Waddington needs at least 7th. 7th place worth 6 points.
We've got right battle here for 8th, Kenzie. Ultimate on the back of Pushcart, on the back of Yorgi.
3 cars scrap for 8th place, heading into the stadium section, and Bowler gets through just like that!
Great move.
And Pushcart runs
He
wide.
lost out again. Oh no, the Hassa spun.
Deary, deary me. And these are the sort of mistakes that Waddington can benefit from big time right now. Booker with a 3-second penalty, and oh my word! Piclo in the wall this time.
Oh. It's good for Waddo. Not good for everyone else.
And there we go. Piclo lets him past.
Ultimate at the hairpin up the inside of Yorgi, but he's not giving it up lightly.
Not giving up without a fight here.
Toro keeps his place at the moment.
But Bowler gonna have a run in. Can't afford to have a repeat of what happened last time round here. But Jorge stays 8th for now.
Great driving, Jorge.
Bowler gets through. Oh,
that's
almost
unlucky.
forces Jorge off the track.
Well handled.
Waddington.
Good driving, boys. Great driving.
Waddington about 4 seconds behind. Callum MacArthur.
But I'm Kansas now half a second behind Maverick for battle for fourth. He gets up the inside. Oh, it's a great move at the hairpin. McLaren's coming back at him. Does Maverick have it for the inside of the next corner? I don't think he does.
Piccolo comes into the pits, the softs. Those that are going on to softs, they might as well go for the fastest lap outside the top 10. Nothing left to lose.
Both these boys are on medium tyres, 4th and 5th. Could be a good little battle till the end. If Maverick can just keep on his tail and within the DRS. Meet Dean's had a great drive, 22 laps he's been on them hard tyres in 7th place.
He'll need to swallow, he'll need to come in. Realistically, he might go for a set of softs, I don't know. Jack Smith with another 3-second penalty. And I don't think Waddington's going to be able to get into the points here. But with the number of penalties that have been racked up, you never know. Waddington has no penalties now. That's the thing,
he is pretty clean. Yeah, he served his in the pit stop, so I'm sure he'll be checking himself, asking Jeff.
On penalty count back, he might very well still get into the points regardless. We'll wait and see what happens. Waddington only about 10 seconds behind the points. 4 to go. Well, 5 to go. 4 to go after this.
Yeah.
And all yellow flags. And that's Ivan. Ivan's out of the race now.
It's a DNF at the first sector as well. Oh, he's sideways on the exit of the pit lane.
First. Was I on the first?
Not good if anybody loses it.
And Patel's out with technical issues. Michael Booker into the pits. Very advantageous for Waddington now up into 13th. I'm surprised we didn't have a safety car there.
Yes, very strange not to have a safety car there. He was sideways on the track at the exit of corner 1, and although he was to the right hand side,
but that could have
still a bit dangerous.
But that could have potentially meant that as Piccolo gets the fastest lap of the race, 13.9, that could have potentially meant that we could have finished the race behind the safety car.
Yes, we probably would have.
And that would have caused all manner of havoc as far as the penalties are concerned.
Oh, well, yeah. Because I'd imagine, obviously, the person the highest and the cleanest will win the race.
I would imagine so. Waddington just over a second behind MacArthur. JBL has a 3-second penalty. He would have got a 5-second penalty earlier, which he would have served in his pit stop. Waddington almost within DRS range. 4 to go. Nope, that's yellow flags in sector 2.
Calzona.
Oh, technical issues for Chris Allen.
CJ Allen's left. Oh, not good. Especially after he just had a battle with the Mercedes behind it. Is it Ian Kenza?
Yeah, that Ken Helberstad. Waddington gets through with ease up into 12th. 3 laps to go now. Can he get past JBL? He's only about 2.5 seconds down the road.
And then he's a good 5 seconds off temp, which is ultimate at the moment, but he's only 2 temps behind Pushkar in 9th.
And we've still got penalties to take into account. Jorge with another time penalty.
3 seconds. Oh, that's disappointing for him. 8th place. It's probably maybe going to push him out of the points.
It could very well do just that. But can Waddington catch JBL here to help soften the blow as far as what happened earlier in the race is concerned? Piccolo with another fastest lap of 13.9. Not just the fastest lap of the race, he's got the fastest lap outside the top 10 as well as it being the fastest lap of the race.
You see the bottom 4 there, 14th, Mike, Penku, Cyclone and Constajet all on soft tyres, trying to get that fastest lap.
Two laps to go.
The ultimate here, he's got Jorge and Pushkar in front of him.
And Waddington is still
laps,
closing.
These tyres.
Waddington's got JBL right in front of him, about a second and a half ahead of him. Chris Allen plummeting down the order.
I think if he gets past him, might.
He's back
last
in.
lap,
Chris Allen's back
sector.
in. Chris Allen's back in. Booker back into the pits. Another set of softs. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for the fastest lap again.
I don't think he'll get a chance if he's been lapped.
Bowler with another 3-second penalty. That could put Waddington into the points. What a game changer that could be. As we head into the final lap of the race.
I could just see from that camera angle, JBL and Wado at the back of the Mercedes. From my shot, I was getting pretty close.
And I think Bowler's caught up in a lot of traffic.
Seconds.
Chris Allen's into the pits. And he's retired. Chris Allen's out of the race.
One lap to go. What was that all about?
What a game changer that is for the race result. Callum MacArthur
The
with
Wado may
another
now
3-second time
points.
penalty.
Waddington's now 11th and half a second behind JBL for 10th place.
But we're going to have to leave that battle for now. Chris Harley coming round the final sequence of corners now. He's going to take the checkered flag, but is he going to take the win? Waddington into the points. But here comes Bauer. Can Bauer spoil the party? No, he can't. Chris Harley wins the German Grand Prix.
Yep. Coming into the last sector now. Ultimate is going to get one more lunge through the final corner for 7th. Oh,
We've got penalty count back to take into account. Dean crosses in 6th.
That's a great comeback from Dean. 28 laps on them hard tyres to finish in 6th.
On penalty count back.
Gets it back.
He won't take the lead
But like
in the
he was
championship.
well out of it.
That honour goes to Bauer. I would have to say Bauer, driver of the day for me. Great recovery drive from him. But then Ken Helberstad could be a potential for driver of the day as well. He was right at the back and he got all the way up to 4th.
I was actually about to check the changes. Where did he start? Was it 18th?
I think it was like 18th or 19th, but we'll go through the through the results shortly. But there's Chris Harley, your race winner. First win in X1. Massive congratulations to him. And that is Renault's first win since USA last season.
Well, congratulations, guys. Absolutely brilliant race. Kenza, I am going to jump off, get ready for the X3.
Well, yeah, I'm going to need to be... I'm going to need to get into that lobby as well. But let's have a look at the race results. And yeah, Ken did start in... Ken did start 19th.
19th. For me, he gets my driver of the day.
So let's just recap the results. Chris Harley, winner, and Anthony Bauer in second. Pete Polini, third. Ken, driver of the day in fourth. Irving Diaz, fifth. Dean Barry, sixth. Pushkar, great drive from him into seventh. Waddington up into eighth after his incident. Even with the penalties, he wouldn't have taken the lead in the championship. JBL and Bowler rounding up the top 10. And Matt Piclou that takes the fastest lap. And you got Chris Allen, Ivan, Matt Anderson, and Owen Lewis. They are your drivers that did not finish. Whew.
Right, I am off. Absolutely great race.
Yeah. As I say, Scott, thanks very much for joining me this evening, and I'll see you out there on the grid very shortly.
Yep, I shall see you soon, mate. Take it easy. Great race, guys. Well done. See you all soon.
And on that note, folks, that brings us to the end of the X1 coverage for this evening. But fear not, we've got X3 coming up very shortly in about 15 minutes from now. And then from there, it will be on to the X2 from 8. But until then, thanks very much for watching. Congratulations once again to Chris Harley for winning the race today. Until next time, folks, it's good night from me. Thanks for watching.